turnovers this time. You kind of seemed to bother them, frustrate them a little bit on turnovers. What did you do different this time?
I just think we were more settled in. I think we're a different team than when we played them at the beginning of January. I think we're more confident. We had a better understanding of what it is we wanted to do. With that being said, we turned it over a ton too and gave them some opportunities. But, really proud of our fight. We got down 17 at one point, and then that's what the growth of this team is. And that's one thing that I am so proud of is just how we continue to fight. Credit to LSU. They've got really good players. They're the number 3-4 team in the country for a reason. And every time we cut it close, somebody made a play. And so that's what happens when you play against elite teams. But I can't say enough how proud I am of everybody. Everybody that played at some point made a play on the offensive end or the defensive end that kept us going and kept us fighting and crawling and scratching to get back in the game.
What about it seemed like maybe you forced Reese to work a lot harder for those points and rebounds, but it come at a cost as you lost some players and just, that situation.
She's so hard to box out. And, today she was forced to play on the perimeter a little bit more. So now she's driving it at you and her momentum's going this way. And she's such a quick leaper that, before we could turn around and get her box, she's going up again. So now we're reaching our hands in, we're fouling her. She's going, she's out jumping us. And we've just got to be more locked into not allowing her to get those second chance opportunities. And the other thing is, if we're going to, Reese is Reese, right? We're going to try to make it tough for her. And she did. It was tough for her tonight. Credit her for continuing to stay after it and figure out a different way to go get her points and her rebounds. And then we let, Lexi get off and score 22. She's a dynamic scorer. And that's the gamble that the dice we roll because of how we chose to play their guards.
Just how much did those foul outs at the end of the game kind of impact?
Well, I mean, we lose a lot of size, right? When Patty and Jada both go out, we lose a ton of size. We've got E at the 4 spot, but, Erin played the 4 the first time we played him, so it wasn't new territory for her. But, again, it just makes you a ton smaller.
Sort of along those lines, when y'all had, some people in foul trouble before the actual foul outs, it seemed like that could have been a chance maybe for them to start to pull away, but y'all were able to keep it, within reach, even with Janai on the bench. What do you think y'all were doing well?
Well, I just think we were executing on offense, and then, again, we were getting stops on the defensive end, and we were able to get to the free throw line a little bit. That helped us out, too.
Can you just talk about your team's fight? I mean, you guys were down by 17 at one point. You guys battled back as close as 4. Just the kind of energy that they brought out in the second half. Maybe what was the message at halftime?
Let's cut out the turnovers, right? We gave them a lot of opportunities to live ball turnovers. There's several ways to turn it over, right? You can turn it over and bounce it off your foot and go out of bounds. And you get a 5-second count and you get a charge. You can get 3 seconds in the lane. A live ball turnover that leads to transition for them is a no-no. And we did that a ton in the first and second quarter. We gave them opportunities to get out and run in transition, and they're really elite in that area. And so in the third and fourth quarter, I thought we were better. We had turnovers, but they weren't directly correlated to them scoring points. And so when you can eliminate them from scoring in transition, and we got to get them into a half-court game. And then I thought we really buckled down defensively in the half-court and made it tough for them. I've said it, and I'll continue to say it. When we had 7, we fought. We've got 10 now. We continue to fight. We've got some things to figure out. But as long as we're continuing to take the next step and move forward, I'm so proud of how they fight, how they lock in, and how they show up for each other.
Do you think it's easier as a coach, having that direct comparison of, a team you faced earlier in the year and to see that improvement? Do you think that does any more for the players in terms of driving home, we are making progress?
Well, I think so. I think, we try to show it to them every single day after a game. The next time we see them in the film room, we try to show them, like, hey, this is where we did really well. We talk about, not letting people have plan A. And, did we do that tonight? So we try to do that as much as possible because this is a year of teaching. This is a year of just a ton of education that goes along with it. We can't assume that they know anything that we're talking about. So I feel like along the way we've done that. But definitely, this is our second time seeing LSU. It was a great chance for us to measure how much better we've gotten since the beginning of January when we played them.
How about your thoughts? It looked like Reese, when she drove, got the layup, talked trash. It looked like to me she was talking to Barker, got the technical. Then Barker looked like maybe what happened?
I honestly didn't see it. I'd have to go back and watch it on film. I just know they came over and said it was a technical for taunting. I did not see the play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Barker did anything or not.
Yeah, I would be very disappointed if she did. We've talked about that. Angel plays with a ton of passion, and that's her game. That's fine. But there's a certain way we're going to play too. So I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I didn't either. So that's all.
Yeah.
Is that it? All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.